Alrighty, boys and girls, I'm back again. And this time, I'm going to cover some of the last pieces of my sleep set. So, once again, this product is made in China. Has a filling material of 15.9 ounces, outer material recycled nylon, linear material polyester. Under penalty of law, this tag not to be removed except by consumer. Body and hood, 100% duck down, minimum 75%. Draft tube and foot box, 100% polyester fiber batting. Contents have been sterilized. All sounds interesting, doesn't it? What is it? This is the Kelty Supernova. Down 40 degrees, and it's not a mummy bag. Why? Because I freak out. Not really, but the idea of having something around my entire head and face creeps me out for some reason. Plus, I don't think I could be comfortable. So once again, this is another product by Kelty, and you may be thinking, wow, it's a lot of Kelty stuff. I looked at a lot of different materials before I made my purchases. Initially, I was looking at some Ozark Trail because I found a few products made by Ozark Trail, which is sold by Walmart, that I thought looked adequate for my purposes. I did not want to spend an outrageous amount, and I wanted something that I could just get started and get back out into the field with. Because if all you do is keep putting it off, then you're never going to get out there. You got to go for it and go have fun. I looked and looked, and when I found this tent, something in it about it just said, that's it, that's the one, that's what I want. Probably the fact that it was orange and dark colors fit my style. And after that, I kept looking and looking, trying to find a sleeping bag. Mummy bags, down. There are so many options, and a lot of them are expensive. Well, I didn't see any of the cheaper options that I felt were going to hold up for more than 1 or 2 trips without having some rips and other issues, and I wasn't too fond of that. Now, I've known Kelty, seen it, it's been around for a while, so I decided when I saw the Supernova, it struck a chord with me with its headless bag. I don't know if you can see here, but you have your foot box, comes up, open, very similar to an old traditional square bag with more of a form factor and a foot box. So you have a basic compression bag. I don't know if it had its weight rating, so it says lightweight 550 fill down, eco-conscious, fits humans up to 6 feet 6 inches tall. But what about Sasquatches? How about Martians? How about them? In this day and age, we have to be inclusive. I'm kidding. So, like I said, I'm roughly 6 feet. I also like the fact it's kind of matched. We have some fall colors in here. We have a zipper baffle, which will help keep you warm and cozy, I imagine. Have a drawstring up around your neck and shoulders. Fairly light. As once again I said, I'm roughly close to 6 feet. And we see where that is. Not too bad. Now, I'm not going to grace y'all with me curling up in a sleeping bag. I don't think y'all need that image. But I will say, from what I can see here, on a reasonably cool night here in the South, for those wondering, I am in South Carolina. I think this would keep you fairly warm. Now on a night that gets down to 20 or 30 degrees, you may want something to pack on top of this. Now, looking here, I can see that the foot bag will definitely be touching the ends, depending on how you sleep. That may be something to consider, and something I should have thought of. Now, for some people, my next choice may be considered a bit of luxury. I like luxury. I'm a broke person. I don't have much money. So every bit of comfort I can find, I'm going to go for. This is the Trekology, same brand as my sleeping pad, ALUFT Pro Se inflatable pillow, designed in Portland, Oregon, made in China. Once again, another product in China. Nothing wrong with that in this day and age, but I will say it does seem like a lot of the really good brands of camping materials are made in other areas. I've seen a lot of camping equipment made in Germany and other areas that seem to do fairly well. Now, a lot of the cottagecore or homebrew camping materials seem to be some of the ones that are the most interesting, but from what I have seen, they can be hit or miss. Alright, so this is a little small pillow. There's a little bit of foam in there, and it has an air pad. There's an adjustable plastic band to attach to your sleeping pad. Fairly simple. Let's get out Mr. Air Inflator once again. And let's see how this looks. The air pad inside doesn't look too bad. Looks like most of this all can be removed, as well as the straps here are buttoned on. So this should be easily cleanable and washable. As we all know, a little bit of hygiene never hurts. Looks like there is a check valve in here with a push button. And once again, a little bit of air breeze. Sorry, that's a little bit loud, I forget. Alright, so the push pin does deflate. Doesn't feel too bad. Another simple, nice item. Now, I didn't show this earlier, I may have mentioned it, but other than inflating and deflating, you have a nice little light that you can hang from the top of your cabin. Or, I'm sorry, your tent. It dims, it flashes, it strobes. All handy items. So now, I'll take all this, pack all the bags into one, and set in here. That's all for this section. Hopefully you'll come back and catch me for the next section of my camp setup. Thank you so much.